Okay, well, let's kick off. Brescia 7, draw 4.45, and Inter Milan at 1.55. No Chef Michael because his internet's played him up, but he would definitely have been on Inter and probably over 1.5. I'm saying probably. What about you?
Probably, definitely, yeah, absolutely. I'm on this bet, exactly on this bet. I don't know what to take as a banker. I will think till we finish the show if I will take a banker for this midweek or not. But what I can tell you for sure is that Inter blew up the chance to be first in the standings after Juventus failing to win against Lecce. Also, Inter failed to win against Parma at home. They played amazing. It was just unlucky for that 2-2 draw. It worried me a little bit the way that they conceded the 2 goals against Parma. And now they will play on the road against Brescia. Brescia, one of the worst attacking sides in the league. Just 2 wins so far. But I don't know. I'm very, very afraid of this Brescia team at home. I think that still Inter have the necessary weapons to put on a good fight and to return to winning ways and to maybe, I don't know, to catch Juventus and maybe overcome them in the standings. But we hope that Juventus will win too. With Inter, Juventus, Napoli, all 3 of them failing to win last round, it was a very, very disappointing weekend. But Inter and over 1.5 goals in the match, exactly as you said, at 1.83 with the Coral.
Yeah, totally agree with that one. Let's move on. Napoli 2.05, draw 3.82, and Atalanta 3.6. Now, on paper, Napoli 2.05 is decent, but can you trust Napoli?
No, you cannot trust Napoli right now. After so many ups and downs this season, it's really, really tough to trust Napoli. I don't know what they played in the last half an hour against Spal. I was watching the match and I thought that I'm watching another sport, you know. It's true that they hate teams with 10 players behind the ball, and Spal did this because they are a small team and they are always happy with that 1 point against the big names, you know. And Napoli are the kind of team fighting for the title, so of course that Spal will defend there. On the other side, we have the most exciting the team in Serie A, Atalanta, top scorers, 28 goals in 9 matches, with huge defeats in Champions League, poor guys. But back in Serie A, they trashed Udinese 7-1 there after losing badly to Manchester City last week in Champions League. They decided to revenge that result on Udinese. Poor Udinese, I was watching that match and I was saying, when they will stop scoring? Because they are not the type of team that they will ever stop scoring, despite being with Duvan Zapata, who is still injured. But Muriel adapted so well in this team and just came in the summer. He's absolutely brilliant, so he can step in anytime he's needed. And I'm sure that if they play together with Duvan Zapata later in the season, when Duvan Zapata will come back from injury, we will see some brilliant matches from the 2 of them. Napoli, on the other side, love this kind of teams like Atalanta, a team that doesn't know to defend but are brilliant in the attack, and they will go all guns blazing, doesn't matter who the opponent is. You saw what happened against Manchester City. They said, okay, we are going in England to try to win. Bam, bam, bam. You know, this is what is happening with Atalanta. They cannot defend, and this is what the neutral fans love. They love goals, they love entertainment, they love action. And Atalanta is offering that week in and week out. Napoli loves that. So I'm expecting a lot of goals in this match. Over 3 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.84.
And was you tempted to go with the Alex Classic?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that Atalanta can score too. I think that the Alex Classic is around 1.8, if I'm not mistaken here. But yeah, when a little bit of. I think that they will contribute on the scoreboard. I don't see Napoli scoring 4 on their own, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. The Alex Classic should be also a play in this one.
Okay, let's move on. Sampdoria 1.8, draw 3.9. And the big hit in Lecce after the 1-1 draw at the weekend at 5.
Yeah, I don't know. Poor Claudio Ranieri came in bad times for Sampdoria. I was expecting them 2 rounds ago, if you remember, to take 1 point from AS Roma after Claudio Ranieri signed with them in the international break, and I said that it will be a perfect opportunity for Sampdoria to bounce back, at least to score against Roma. Yes, they didn't score, but they still won 1 point from Roma 2 rounds ago. But after that, disappointingly, they lost against Bologna. Of course, it was on the road, so you must expect that for Sampdoria to be pretty bad this season on the road, at least till the January transfer window, when Claudio Ranieri will try to bring in some players. Absolutely convinced about that. On the other side, we have Lecce. I don't know. This Lecce side, sometimes they are dreadful, like against Atalanta. They could have conceded around 6-7 goals, but they were very lucky to concede just 3 of them. But after that, 1-1 against Juve. Against Juve, they will stay, as I said earlier, 11 men behind the ball. Against Sampdoria, they will try to win this match because they are there at the relegation. They are 1 point above the danger zone. And they caught Sampdoria right now in their worst moment. And Lecce will go for the throat there. They will go for the blood because they need points also. Also, Sampdoria are there, bottom of the table with 4 points. They are in a dramatic period of time with so many defeats. I am expecting an entertaining match. Nobody will stay to defend here. Both will come into this match to win this match. So both teams to score for me at 1.73. I was expecting higher odds, but maybe the bookies have their experts also behind them to know what to expect from matches like that.
No, I couldn't agree more. And the final game is Udinese 4.2, draw 3.6, and AS Roma at 2. Is it me, or is 2 too big?
I think that it's just about there. The odds in the morning were at 1.9, 1.92. I was expecting a little increase. This is why, because I'm writing an article about this match, I was waiting a little bit for the odds to drift or to change a little bit in our advantage. And exactly like you specified, they arrived at 2.0, which is brilliant for AS Roma, who are coming after a great home win 2-1 against AC Milan. But again, AC Milan, everybody can beat AC Milan right now. They are even behind Bologna in the standings, equal on points with Udinese, because AS Roma are playing Udinese. But there is not comparison between a match and the other match, you know. AS Roma the odds are so high because AS Roma are playing on the road, you know. And on the road, it might be a little tougher than at home. But with Dzeko, with Zaniolo in a great form there, I see Roma returning home with the 3 points, adding 3 points to their season tally, and why not overcoming Napoli there, maybe with Atalanta pulling off the upset against Napoli on the road. Anything is possible in that match. Atalanta really able to, I think that if they catch a good day, I think that they will be able to pull off the upset against Napoli. But yes, AS Roma, great at 2.0. I totally agree with you there. But it's not my banker. I will take this set of odds, but it's not my banker. And my banker, okay, you ask me, what's your banker, Alex?
Thanks, Alex. What's your banker?
Inter and over 1.5 goals at 1.83.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And see what I've done. I've done Inter Milan, Real Sociedad, Real Madrid, Roma, and Barcelona in a 5-team parlay.
Okay, I will say to you my 4-team parlay from Odds Market for this round of midweek fixtures. I'm going Atletico Madrid with draw no bet. I'm going Juventus to win. I'm going Valencia Sevilla over 1.5 goals and Napoli Atalanta over 2.5 goals.
Okay, mate. Well, we'll see you again. Bundesliga on Wednesday. Get your tin hat on. And by the way, just keep fading that Dortmund side. They are dreadful. They were even worse at the weekend away at Schalke. I had to sit through. Oh, they were a disgrace. Honestly, they were never winning.
They are saying that, okay, you cannot trust all the reports on Twitter or in the English newspapers and all that. Even in the German newspapers, that they are talking about Mourinho coming to replace Lefebvre. But now Mourinho has the opportunity to return to replace Unai Emery at Arsenal. So let's see what the special one will choose in this week of crazy action.
So has Emery been sacked at Arsenal then?
No. None of them are sacked. Either Emery, either Lucien Lefebvre. But anything can happen, you know. Early days, a lot of action till the winter break. I don't know. Arsenal are looking really, really bad. I don't know which team looks worse, Arsenal or Dortmund.
Dortmund look like an absolute disgrace. They haven't got a goal scorer. They're not creating. They haven't got a defence. And if they were playing anyone better than Schalke, I mean, Schalke should have had a penalty. The lad actually put his hand out, took the laces out of it. He was like unbelievable. And VAR didn't even have a look at it. It was a disgrace that they didn't get a penalty. And Dortmund just continue to frustrate. But I'll see you Wednesday.
VAR is a disgrace in general. You don't see what happened with that Arsenal goal that was disallowed due to a foul.
Yeah, but I was on Crystal Palace double chance. I was on Crystal Palace double chance. So VAR is brilliant in England.
If you don't want VAR to help you, say so.
Exactly. Listen, you take care, keep up the great work, and enjoy adding up all them Premier League punters' profits from the weekend.